Okay, I got this box on sale, Duskmourn. We're gonna crack it open and see what kind of hits we get. Not 100% sure what the good hits are in here. I know that Fear of Missing Out could be in here, and there's some other stuff I'd like to see. Marvin's Mystic. Marvin, the Marvin dude. Some stuff like that. So let's just get right into it and see what we get. All right, we've got Moldering Gym, Weight Room. We're just gonna burn through these quickly here till we get to the uncommons and rares. Here we go, a rare, Enduring Innocence. Those enduring cards are always nice. Whenever one or more creatures you control with power 2 or less enter, draw a card. This ability triggers only once each turn. Enduring Innocence dies. If it was a creature, return to the battlefield under its owner's control as an enchantment. I love that. Those mountains are absolutely beautiful. And a bear trap in the foil. All right. That's rare number 1. Do we get anything else? I don't think so. No? All right. On to pack number 2. Possessed goats are always funny. Leyline of Transformation. If Leyline Transformation is in your opening hand, you may begin it with it on the battlefield. Choose a creature type. Creatures you control the chosen type are the chosen type in addition to their other types. The same is true for creature spells you control, blah, blah, blah. Very nice. And then a Neglected Manor. And Tunnel Surveyor. All right. If I seem a little not so chipper today, it's mostly just because it's been a really long day and I'm tired. Here we go. Can we get a big pull? Can we get a big pull? Come back wrong. Destroy target creature. If a creature card is put into the graveyard this way, return it to the battlefield under your control. Sacrifice it at the beginning of your next end step. That's pretty cool. Nice little sorcery. All right. Oh, and everywhere. Those tokens are actually worth $2 or $3. Let me just adjust this a little bit here if I can. Oh, I guess I can't. We got Hardened Escort, Vicious Clown, Balemark Leech, Slavering Tunnel Surveyor, Under the Skin, On One End Remake, Paranormal Analyst, Growing Dread, Razorkin Needlehead. I think this is one of the hits. Whenever an opponent draws a card, Razorkin Needlehead deals 1 damage to them. I think that's one of the hits. I think that's a pretty good card. And then one of these life limit lands there. House Cartographer. Here we go. Spencer, Erratic Apparition, Hardened Escort, Vicious Clown, Final Vengeance, Anthropede, Seized from Slumber, Saw, Live or Die, Cursed Windbreaker, Oblivious Bookworm, Split Up is in the showcase. Destroy all tapped creatures or destroy all untapped creatures. Always fun. Always a fun card. Oh, those islands are just beautiful. And then we got this, what is that? Painter Studio Defaced Gallery. And looks like something straight out of Ghostbusters there. What's that one? Paranormal Analyst. Keep it going. We got a lot to get through here, and it's going to be a fairly long video, so I'll try to keep it a little shorter. Vicious Clown, Final Vengeance, Slavering Branch Snapper, a Door card, Fear of Surveillance, Ribkin, Razor Chain, Malevolent Chandelier, Malevolent, Glassworks, and Shattered Yard, Vile Mutilator, Division Specialist, Smoky Lounge, and Misty Stolon. Leyline of Resonance. What does this do? If Leyline is in your opening hand, you may begin the game with it on the battlefield. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell that targets only a single creature you control, copy that spell. You may choose new targets. That's pretty cool. Another one of those lands. And then, a mythic here. A mythic, the Roller Coaster Ride. If a source you control would deal non-combat damage to a permanent or player where there are 4 or more card types among cards in your graveyard, it deals double that damage instead. When the Roller Coaster Ride enters, it deals X damage to each of up to X target creatures. That is going to go into my jury deck. That is a very fun card right there. Spider-Man set. I loved it. A lot of people did not. I bought a lot of it. Let's see. Balemark Leech, Slavering Branch Snapper, Tunnel Surveyor, Field of Surveillance, Turn Inside Out, Murder, Found Footage, Fear of Falling, Trial of Agony, Osseous Sick Twister, Drag to the Roots, The Tale of Timeo. Very cool. And a Twist Reality in the foil. Gonna try to get through all of this. I am pretty tired, so I might call it about halfway through, but I don't think so. I think I'll get through. We got the art for a mountain here. Very awesome. Not signed, but very awesome art right there. All right. Fear of Surveillance, Turn Inside Out, Fear of the Dark, Bashful Beastie, Underwater Tunnel, Emerge from the Cocoon, Glassworks, Clammy Prowler, Rite of the Moth, Split Skin Doll, Fear of Imposters, a couple of fear cards. Maybe we'll get that Fear of Missing Out that I've been hoping for. Mirror Room, and Fractured Realm. When you unlock this door, create a token that's a copy of target creature you control, except it's a reflection in addition to its other types. If a trigger ability of a permanent you control triggers, that ability triggers a second time. Very cool. And Abandoned Campground. And my foil was a common. Okay. Go. Next pack magic. It's always the next pack, right? Always the next pack. Meat Locker, Possessed Goat, Most Valuable Slayer, Cracked Skull, Say Its Name, Glassworks, Cackling Slasher, Fear of Burning Alive. Oh, man, I thought we had a Fear of Missing Out for a second. Baseball Bat. Savior of the Small, Unnerving Grasp, Cursed Recording. I have a few of those. And then one of those Lakeside Checks, Untimely Malfunction. I believe that is one of the fear cards. No, the Needlehead. Different art for the Needlehead. Okay, here we got Most Valuable Slayer, Cracked Skull, Say Its Name, Piranha Fly, Unsettling Twins, Rampaging Soul Rager, Found Footage, Fear of Infinity, Greenhouse, Miasma Demon, Diversion Specialist, Toby, Beastie Befriender. When Toby Beastie Befriender enters, create a 4/4 white beast token with this creature can't attack or block alone. As long as you control 4 or more creature tokens you control have flying. All right. And Unable to Scream. Another... Wait a minute, no. It's just a common, I think. All right. And then I believe, I don't know what that's from. That's from Tyvar the Pummeler, huh? I'd like to see that card. I don't have one of him yet. Moving along. Got Slavering Branch Snapper, Underwater, Fear Surveillance, Rip Chain Razorkin, Fear of the Dark, Bashful Beastie, Found Footage, Murder, Pyroclasm, Saw Blade Skin Ripper, Cathartic Parting, Silent Hall Creeper is our rare. Silent Hall Creeper can't be blocked. Whenever Silent Hall Creeper deals combat damage to a player, choose one that hasn't been chosen. To put 2+1/+1 counters on Silent Hall Creeper, draw a card. Silent Hall Creeper becomes a copy of another target creature you control. Very fun, very fun. And Appendage Amalgam. And then this art is from Unidentified Hoovership. Oh, there we go. I had it upside down. All right. Let's see what we get in here. Fear of the Dark, Bashful Beastie, Underwater Tunnel, Emerge from the Cocoon, Rip Chain Razorkin, Anthropede, Savior of the Small, Fear of Burning Alive, Attack in the Box. And cards like that would have freaked me out when I was younger. And here we go. Marina Vendrell. When Marina Vendrell enters, reveal the top 7 cards of your library. Put all enchantment cards from among them into your hand and the rest in the bottom of your library in a random order. Lock or unlock a door of target room you control. Activate only as a sorcery. 5-color, nice. Ooh, here we go. Here we have a full art Dazzling Theater prop room. Creature spells you cast have Convoke. Untap each creature you control during each other player's untap step. Very, very nice. That is an awesome card right there. And Razor Trap Gorge and an Osseous Sick Twister. That art is kind of gross. And a toy. Token. Let's see what else we can get here. We've got Piranha Fly, Unsettling Twins, Rampaging Soul Rager, Friendly Teddy, Spectral Snatcher, Flesh Burrower, Clockwork Percussionist, Midnight Mayhem, Surgical Suite, Hospital Room, a Withering Torment in the showcase. I really like these showcases. I mean, it's a little weird to see that on a Magic card, but I like it. Fear of Failed Tests. Oh yeah, tell me about that. The Wandering Rescuer, Flash, Convoke. Double Strike. Other tap creatures you control have hexproof. I like that. I like that a lot. 3/4 for 5 with all that. Okay. Planes and a Fear of Lost Teeth. I used to have nightmares about lost teeth too. Let's see, what else can we get today? Ripkin Razor, Fanatic of the Harrowing, Grasping Longneck, Don't Make a Sound, Shepherding Spirits, Cackling Slasher, Clockwork Percussionist, House Cartographer, Oblivious Bookworm, Live or Die, Cursed Windbreaker, and Reluctant Role Model. Survival at the beginning of your second main phase. If Reluctant Role Model is tapped, put a flying, lifelink, or +1/+1 counter on it. Whenever Reluctant Role Model or another creature you control dies, if it had counter on it, put those on up to 1 target creature. That might have to go in my Counterblades deck. That's a pretty good card. Yeah, I think that will go in there. A little surprise for my friend when he doesn't watch this all the way through. Let's see. Friendly Teddy, Spectral Snatcher, Flesh Burrower, Fear of Immobility, Unable to Scream, Bedhead Beastie. Ooh, a Soul Warden, special guest. Whenever another creature enters, you gain a life. 1/1. I love that. In a full art, that is gorgeous. Fear of exposure, ethereal armor. Norrin, swift survivalist. I was actually looking for the other Norwin. I forget what it's called, but oh well. Nowhere to run. Ghost Vacuum. Exile target card from a graveyard. Sacrifice Ghost Vacuum. Put each creature exiled with Ghost Vacuum onto the battlefield under your control with flying counter on it. Each of them is a 1/1 spirit in addition to its other types. Okay, so a bunch of little creatures that way. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. A little graveyard hate. Murky Sewer. Ethereal Armor in the foil. And a token card. Here we go. Fear of the Dark. Bashful Beastie. Tunnel Surveyor. Emerge from the Cocoon. Turn inside out. Cackling Slasher. Clammy Prowler. Shard Mage's Rescue. Beastie Beatdown. Was I looking for that card? Must not be. Razorkin, Horde Caller. Keys to the House. Twitching Doll. Add 1 mana of any color. Put a nest counter on her. Sacrifice Twitching Doll. Create a 2/2 green spider token with reach for each counter on Twitching Doll. That's pretty cool. Razor Trap Gorge. Drag to the Roots. And a beast token. Alright. I think we're about halfway through at this point. You don't have to put up with me for too much longer tonight. Tunnel Surveyor, emerge from the cocoon, turn inside out. Fanatic of the Harrowing, Grasping Longneck, Bedhead Beastie, give in to violence. Wickerfolk Thresher, Defiled Crypt, Untimely Malfunction, the Jolly Balloon Man. Haste, create a token that is a copy of another target creature you control, except it's a 1/1 red balloon creature in addition to its other colors and types. And it has flying and haste. Sacrifice it at the beginning of the next end step. Interesting. Thornspire Verge, a Verge land. These are very, very awesome. Love those Verge lands. And then a Life land and a Hardened Escort. All right. So I can get Verge lands in here. Let's hope I get a few. Grasping Longneck, Don't Make a Sound, Shepherding Spirits, Ragged Playmate, Fear of Lost Teeth, Give in to Violence, Bedhead Beastie, Betrayer's Bargain, Inquisitive Glimmer, Defiant Surveyor, Exercise, Leyline of the Void. Leyline of the Void, if it is in your opening hand, you may begin with the game with it on the battlefield. If a card would be put into an opponent's graveyard from anywhere, exile it instead. A Swamp and a Turn Inside Out. All right. Save those bottom cards. I always feel like the best packs are on the bottom myself. Target creature with power 2. Let's see. Ragged Playmate. Fear of Lost Teeth. Cautious Survivor. Daggermaw Megalodon. I got a friend who wants to build a shark deck. I'll have to mention that this card exists. Jump Scare. Terramorphic Expanse. Always nice. Frantic Strength. Infernal Phantom. Shard Mage's Rescue. Duskmourn's Domination. Let's Play a Game. Valgavoth's Lair. Ooh, I like that card. That is an excellent hexproof. That's an excellent mana fixer right there. A beautiful island, a patched plaything, and a spirit token. Unable to scream, fear of immobility, the hand that feeds, innocuous rat, wary watchdog, clammy prowler, terramorphic, and Arabella abandoned dog. You know, today I was at Walmart and I saw an Annabelle doll, and I just thought to myself, you know, I wanted to buy that. They wanted like $40. I don't know. But I wanted to buy that and build this commander right here and just slap Annabella on the table, the doll, whenever I played commander, just to creep my opponents out. That would have been fun. Sheltered by ghosts, break down the door. Unfortunately, I spend so much money on magic that I don't have an extra $40 laying around for some dumb doll. Vile mutilator. Here we go with a dazzling theater prop room. Yeah, was the second one of those. And then a foil forest and entity tracker. Here we go. Flash. Whenever an enchantment you control enters and whenever you fully unlock a room, draw a card. I got a use for that. Here we go. Fanatic of the Handwing, grasping long neck, don't make a sound, jump scare, ragged playmate, fear of lost teeth, terramorphic expanse, patch plaything, scrabbling skull crab, fear of being hunted, gremlin tamer, another dazzling theater prop room. That makes 3 of those so far. Oh, just an awesome swamp. I love these in the foil especially. And a clockwork percussionist. Hand that feeds, innocuous rat, wary watchdog, vanish from sight, living phone, trapped in the screen, given to violence, Altenac the thrice called, fear of abduction, violent urge, sporogenic infection, Valgavoth's onslaught, and let's see, Valgavoth's onslaught, manifest dread X times, then put X 1+1 counters on each of those creatures. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I like that card. What's that art? That is from Dashing Bloodsucker. Okay. Just a few packs left, folks. You don't have to stick with me for too much longer. Remember, I'm just trying to get this site up off, my page up off the ground. Trying to make some videos. I don't know. I don't know how to do this. I'm doing some short form stuff. Go check me out on the other platforms. Grab the Prize, Derelict Addict, and Widow Walk, Bear Trap, Trapped in the Screen, Unnerving Grasp, Baseball Bat, Altlac again, Dissection Tools. I haven't seen that one yet. Let's see. When Dissection Tools enters Manifest Dread, then attach Dissection Tools to that creature. Equipped creature gets +2/+2, has Death Touch and Lifelink. Ooh, you equip that one. You have to sacrifice a creature. That's pretty. Ooh, we got that Showcase FOMO. This is the one that can lead to a lot of extra stuff. Fun times on that one. I like those. An irreverent gremlin. Okay, we have about 10 packs left. Let's see what we can get. Don't make a sound, jump scare, ragged playmate, fear of lost teeth, cautious survivor, Daggermar megalodon, trapped in the screen, flood pritz drowner, popular egotist, intruding soul rager, ominous flytrap. Whenever ominous flytrap enters or attacks, if there are 4 or more graveyard card types among cards in your graveyard, distribute 2 +1/+1 counters among 1 or 2 target creatures. Then if there are 6 or more card types, double the number of +1/+1 counters on those creatures. Ooh, wow. Okay. Tyvar the Pummeler. Second. Oh, I think this might be one of the good hits here. Tap another untapped creature you control. Tyvar the Pummeler gains indestructible until the end of turn. Tap it. Creatures you control get +X/+X until the end of turn, where X is the greatest power among creatures you control. Very awesome. An island and an insidious fungus. And what's that art from? I Am Duskmourn. Very cool art. I like that a lot. Cautious Survivor, Daggermar Megalodon, Shepherding Spirits, Grab the Prize, Appendage Amalgam, Clockwork Percussionist, Glimmer Burst, Wildfire Wickerfolk, Overgrown Zealot, Conductive Machete, Osseous Sick Twister, and here we got a room card. We got Restricted Office and Lecture Hall. When you unlock this door, destroy all creatures with power 3 or greater. Other permanents you control have hexproof. Very cool. Very cool. All right. Vanish from Sight, Living Phone, Scorching Dragonfire, Winter's Intervention, Cryptid Inspector, Glimmerlight, Frantic Strength, Sulk-Capped Nuisance, Optimistic Scavenger, Saw, Enduring Curiosity. These Enduring cards are always so much awesomeness until you have to face them. Whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, draw a card, and then if he dies, he just becomes an enchantment. I love those. Doomsday Excruciator, 6 black. When Doomsday Excruciator enters, if it was a cast, each player exiles all but the bottom 6 cards of their library face down. At the beginning of your upkeep, draw a card. So that puts you on a timer right there. Swamp Clammy Prowler. And a Gremlin. Looks like about 6 or 7 more packs left. Not too many. If you've been with me this long, then you must be liking what you're seeing. Please hit that follow and share. Grab the Prize. Derelict Attic, Manifest Dread, Stalked Researcher, Friendly Ghost, Impossible Inferno, Glimmer Burst, Get Out, Shroud Stomper, Threats Around Every Corner, Piggy Bank, Hushwood Verge, another Verge land. I love it. I love the Verge lands. And one of those life lands and Vanish from Sight. All right. I think the next time I'm going to do this will probably be for Avatar, but I'm not sure. Manifest Dread, Stalked Researcher, Friendly Ghost, Impossible Inferno, Appendage Amalgam, Moldering Gem, Twist Reality, Fear of Objection, Rite of the Moth, Violent Urge, Sporogenic Infection, Marvin, the Murderous Mimic. This is one of the smaller hits, but I will always take a Marvin, a Swamp, and a Slavering Branch Snapper. And we've got Scorching Dragonfire, Winter's Intervention, Cryptid Inspector, Creeping Peeper, Acrobatic Cheerleader, Monstrous Emergence, Bear Trap, Smoky Lounge, Wickerfolk Thresher, Untimely Malfunction, Defiled Crypt. Here we go, another one of these. Mirror Room, Fractured Realm. Very nice card right there. One of those beautiful forests and a Fear of Falling. And then the art card from Reality is Mine to Control, which I don't think I've gotten one of those yet. Let's see. We got Creeping Peeper, Acrobatic Cheerleader, Ticket Booth, / Tunnel of Hate, Final Vengeance, Spineseeker Centipede, Erratic Apparition, Glimmer Burst, Insidious Fungus, Lionheart Glimmer. Very cool. There's that dashing bloodsucker from that art card we saw earlier. A shrewd storyteller, and Toby, Beastie Befriender. I think we got one of him before. When Toby, Beastie Befriender enters, create a 4/4 beast token. Can't attack or block alone as long as you control 4 or more creature tokens. Creature tokens you control have flying. That's pretty cool. Might have a token deck for him. And the Unsettling Twins. All right. Just a few packs left. I see we're over a half-hour mark. Sorry about that, folks. Shepherding Spirits, Grab the Prize, Appendage of Amalgam, Manifest Dread, Enter the Enigma, Bear Trap, Monstrous Emergence, Coordinated Clobbering, Painter's Studio, Fear of Isolation, Brood Spinner, and another Jolly Balloon Man. Ooh, I got the forest in this foil this time. Very, very cool forest. And another one of those Dagger Maw Megalodons. Okay. Well, maybe we have a few more packs than I thought left. Looks like we're down to our last 4 after this pack. So 5 more packs. I always find the best cards are on the bottom, but who knows? Who knows? Manifest Dread, Enter the Enigma, Friendly Ghost, Impossible Inferno, Derelict Attic, Malevolent Chandelier, Grand Entryway, Patchwork Beastie, Irreverent Gremlin, Stay Hidden, Stay Silent, Commune with Evil, another Ley Line of Transformation, a Strangled Cemetery, and a Horrid Vigor. And here's our art card. Looks like we got one of the rooms, I think. Yep, a Roaring Furnace Streaming Sauna card. All right. Last pack on the second to last row. Appendage Amalgam, Moldering Gem, Enter the Enigma, Cult Healer, Boiler Bilge's Ripper, Glimmerlight, Grand Entryway, Razorkin Horde Caller, Flood Pits Drowner, Keys to the House, Intruding Soul Rager, another Entity Tracker. All right. A Mountain and a Grievous Wound. All right, down to the last 3 packs. Here we go. We've got the Ticket Booth, Final Vengeance, Spine Speaker Centipede, Erratic Apparition, Hardened Escort, Vicious Clown, Seized from Slumber, Twist Reality, Conductive Machete, Overgrown Zealot, Wildfire Wickerfolk, another Entity Tracker. I hope those are worth something. I doubt it, though. Raucous Carnival, and Found Footage. And then the art card. This one is a signature art card from Fear My Authority. Very cool. Second to last pack. What can we find in here? Enter the Enigma, Cult Healer, Boiler Bilge's Ripper, Resurrected Cultist, Say Its Name, Monstrous Emergence, Found Footage, Veteran Survivor, Vagelvol's Faithful Disturbing Mirth, Haunted Screen, Grievous Wounds. Didn't I get a Grievous Wound foil earlier and I didn't realize it was a rare maybe? I'll have to check. And another one of those Lifelands and an Innocuous Rat. Then we've got this art here. This looks like it's from Withering Torment. Very cool art in this set. Very cool art in this set. All right, our last pack magic tonight. Let's see what we can get. We've got a Friendly Ghost, an Impossible Inferno, a Derelict Attic, Moldering Gem, Stalked Researcher, Twist Reality, Seized from Slumber, Trial of Agony, Fear of Falling, Drag to the Roots, Attack in the Box, and the special art Marvin the Murderous Mimic. Oh, I love the art on this card. It is so cool. Island, Live or Die, and a Glimmer. All right, folks, I have had a great time with y'all. I hope you've had a good time watching my fat ass open some packs. I will see you next time I do something like this. Thanks for watching.